Hello and good day. So, financial health is 80% behavior and emotion and 20% mathematics. Today I'm going to talk about the general causes of good financial health and why and general negatives of what results in a negative financial health. And why people tend to make drastically terrible financial decisions that mathematically make no sense and still they don't even notice for years until they're trying to climb their way out of debt. Or worse, if they just keep it up and continue collecting more debt and more debt. Now, to give you a statistic, the main reason or the main determining factor of somebody succeeding in their investments to have enough to comfortably retire is due to not the interest that they or return on investment that they get, not the fees and trying to minimize said fees, or whatever other form that tends to scare people from not bothering to invest, or that people who do invest focus their most time on and mistakenly think that others might not want to invest due to these reasons. It's the fact that they don't invest. If you actually invested, you can then make the money work for you and therefore eventually achieve financial freedom. The biggest statistic of success for financial freedom is people who actually save. Their saving value, meaning they actually have to put money into their investments to actually succeed at investing. And that is a behavior thing. And most of the time, being financially healthy is more of a behavioral habit. You don't go into debt knowing you're paying more than the item is worth due to interest, because mathematically that makes sense. You go into debt because you want the object now and you don't want to wait a month, a year, however many years to get that object. Even though mathematically that saves you time, it saves you money, and saves you risk. You wouldn't want to lease a car if you understood the fact that that is the most expensive way. Mathematically, it has to be. Just the way that it is written, it has to be the most expensive way to own a vehicle, because it has to make the company who leased it more money than what is actually being depreciated, and then they tend to take a large portion as effective interest. But because it's leasing and not a loan, they don't have to present the numbers. But effectively, you tend to be leasing a new car, which is already depreciating a large value, which is depreciating super rapidly, and then you're paying effectively 16% interest average based on the statistics of those leasing places, plus the depreciating value. You are purchasing or leasing is the most expensive way to operate a vehicle. And mathematically, if you look at that, you understand that. Yet so many people do for the desire to own a new vehicle or to have a lower monthly budget at the time. And if you look at various debts and various reasons to get into debt and the various biggest financial losses that people take in investing and whatever else in their life, such as selling at a low and buying at a high is based on emotion rather than math. Because it's obvious that you buy at a low and sell at a high, but when you're investing, that doesn't compute the same way. You think, oh, it's going up, I better buy. You think, oh, it's going down, what do? I better sell. Which is why, and the fact that you can't really predict the market no matter what, you are going to be better off riding the roller coaster and not. Doesn't mean you have to be stupid. You want to do your research and understand yourself, don't do something because somebody else told you to do it. Learn from them and figure out why to do it and then do it is the best way to achieve financial peace and, generally speaking, whatever other form of mental peace that you will have in life will be based on your assurance, your personal knowledge and understanding. So hopefully this helps you guys understand that a lot of financial problems occur due to emotion and not the actual math, because if they were focused on pure math, they would understand. And also there are situations that even if mathematically it would be better to say live at home, but emotionally it makes more sense it can often be worth to go out on your own, because you never want to move because once you've moved out, you don't generally ever want to move back in unless it's an absolute emergency and you need to get back on your feet, and then you want to leave as quickly as you can, not because you don't like your parents, but because it is a pride of growing, standing on your own, and being able to improve and strive by oneself. And these are various behavioral things that, though important, you have to hopefully understand them and when they are valuable, when they're not, and then apply math to figure out when that would be best. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And if you'd like to hear more content like this, feel free to subscribe, and have a good day.